Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. Going to ring some bells here. They may be a little loud. If you're sensitive to noise, you may want to turn your volume down. If it resonates, feel free to like or comment. If it doesn't, don't make it fit. So, like a bowl or a basin made out of clay. It kind of gave the idea of a sound bowl, but it wasn't. And there was no hole in it, but then part of the side kind of got I don't know what we call that, a U-shaped chip out of it. The the a fluid of some sort began to fill in it, and obviously it's going to leak out that U. Now, the U wasn't all the way down to the bottom, but it's partially down, which means our cup is not full, or this bowl is not full, and it's leaking out a bit. I feel like it's a pretty big U compared to the size of the basin, so it's a pretty good leakage, and it's obviously going somewhere else and uh, flooding or flourishing their garden or experience versus yours, which is off to the left. So if we think about that, if we have a bowl and to the left was our garden, and the bowl would have to fill completely up for it to spill kind of everywhere. If it was perfectly level, we would have equal flow everywhere. Now, the U was on this side, which meant it's filling up and it's dumping into someone else's space, their garden, and it's never ever gonna fill up fast enough to reach our garden. And obviously the left side was very dead, if we will. Doesn't have to be a person, it could be a thing, uh, anything. Like let's just like look at work. We're really dumping into work and it's flourishing the company naturally. That's how it would go. But that's their company. And those guys at the top are collecting while you're probably working very hard and you're getting by clearly, but there's nothing extra to do anything else with. We could look at this as a person dumping into a relationship. We got into a relationship, we give up ourselves for the other or their family or whatever, and everything's going into there. Maybe we thought that would be great, and it is to an extent, but there's nothing extra for us. Let's just say we got out of a relationship, whether platonic, romantic, or a family, and we're still attached to that or thinking about it, and all that energy is still going to them. They are flourishing when you were really the energy bringer, and you still haven't patched that hole, if we will, and the energy seeping out. Same thing, maybe somebody came and put a hole in that bowl and is taking without our consent, and we are kind of clueless to why is my garden not growing when I've detached, X, Y, or Z from my experience. So whatever it is, we have an energy leakage, a drain, a chariot reversed, impulsive acts. Uh, this is taking ownership that uh, everything I did is not working, is not right. Something's wrong with me, and we're trying to grab a hold of things or change things to get that garden to grow, to flourish. It needs to. We're at the point that we need this, that we're well aware that we need to see something happening out there, and it's not. So we're aware that something is taking place, something is wrong, something is off. We don't quite know what it is. Clearly, there's a leakage, whether it's taken without us knowing, or we are still connected to something how through our thoughts or our emotions. And so clearly we're aware that something's off and we need to come to a resolution to figure out who is taking, a way to stop it, a way to repair this, or a way to protect ourselves better, or to change our thoughts. If we're still hanging on to something, we gotta let go of it, we gotta release it, we gotta heal it. Eight of Swords reversed. Liberation. Oh man, I wanted to cry right there. Like this is what's been holding us back, and we're in here. We're taking ownership of all these things that are going on in our experience, and this effort that we've been putting into things, and nothing's been taken, and we just keep going and trying things, and it's just not working. And it had nothing to do with us. I could say if we weren't protecting ourselves properly, that would have something to do with us. If we're thinking about somebody and we're still attached, that would have something to do with us. Maybe we weren't aware of it if it was a protection thing. I get that. The thoughts, they can be hard to turn off depending on who we are, what the connection was, and if we didn't heal something yet. But if someone's taken that without our permission, and we don't even know it's happening, and to repair that, that is a huge liberation. That is like a 180, because how long is it going to take till that patch happens, that water overflows, and it goes right into our garden, and it's like instant. We start to see everything change. The ground gets moist, and it becomes fertile, and things start to grow. uh yeah, fuck that person. Three of Swords, heartbreak. Gives immediate, like, the person, I don't want to lead with it's just a person taking it, but it's going that way. Finding out who it is or coming to that realization is always a sad story, and it's like I would have never expected that. Uh, it also can just be a heartbreak, like, wow, I've been doing this to myself, these thoughts. We can look at the aspect of that. If the person is projecting things and we're taking ownership as our thoughts, we are getting locked in to send them energy, thinking about that, dwelling on it, getting frustrated, reliving experiences. That's opening that door, that's sending that energy out. It really is. And maybe we didn't want to do that. That's where that projection comes in. We were fine until that projection came in. Or maybe we really did have a wound still, a connection. I don't think we did, because in the beginning it gave the idea that, hey, we saw it, we walked away from it, we're going to fill our own cup, and it's going to overflow into our garden. Can also just be this whole situation is very heartbreaking, because I've been trying this and that, and I just can't seem to, nothing sticks. I don't understand it. The math isn't mathing. We got the Knight of Wands, fortitude. This really comes with this protection aspect. How can we scan ourselves to possibly see where it's leaking from, or the idea, how can we repair that and make it impenetrable? Obviously, when we're in a vulnerable place, it's easier for people to get in. We're probably in this place, which makes it easier, and until we would see something in the external, would we feel more stable or have that validation that we're moving in the right direction? How can we generate that fortitude of our cup or our bowl to repair that patch and not allow holes to begin? The Empress reversed, self-focus. This is being diligent with this. Like, if we want this and we've already gone through analyzing everything and saying, well, like, the math isn't mathing. I'm looking at everything. It should be happening, and it's not. Really sticking to our guns here to repair this, to stop this leakage or this theft. Because if we truly have, it did give that idea of we removed a lot of things, and we were going towards this, our garden. And when we really think of that bowl, if it's properly level and the water's flowing out properly, it's going to flourish all around us. Not just our garden, of course, but everything around us. And instead, it's skipping us and going straight to somebody else. Six of Wands, victory, victorious. This is when this happens. Really up in this protection or this repair, whatever's going on, but we have a huge fucking hole. and we're not getting any of it. It is like, it's not even skimming off the top. It is taking everything. And naturally, in this space, we want to be a victim. But being in that victim place is just going to make that hole bigger because we're vulnerable. This is where we take our power back. This is where we do things. We get shit done. Temperance reversed. Disharmony. This is where we're at naturally. We thought we did everything we did. We felt it inside, and then nothing happened. Nothing changed. Nothing progressed. Or worse things kept happening. We're not getting any of our energy. It's just being right out the side. We'll get one last card here. Don't really know if we need it. The Two of Pentacles, equilibrium. Balancing this. It's there. How can we focus on this? I'm sure we've been focusing on so much in the external, on ourselves beforehand, trying to do all these things, and the math isn't mathing. It's not adding up. Something is off. It's clear. Excuse me. We're aware of this. Well, somebody's taking something or it's going somewhere that it's not supposed to be going. We can get there. It's simple. We can be liberated from this. How can we focus now on this? All the time, like I didn't know if I finished that, but we're always focusing out here and looking for this proof and validation. This is unseen. We can't really see this. Maybe we can feel it. But let's take that focus that was out there and let's put it right here for just a little bit. I'm not saying all day. That would be kind of difficult. How can we really focus on this to repair this and let it flourish us? I'm going to leave this here. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you all later.